Hey man, say man, we back here with another reaction, man. We got Lil TJ is ruining it for everyone. I heard a bit about this situation. Apparently they was smoking in Max's Airbnb. He politely asked them to stop. They kept doing it and then they just ended up leaving. And then I know there was some beef between what's that child name? Asian doll or Asian the brat, whatever you want to call her. And she was like, "Oh, don't invite rappers if they can't smoke." And it's like, it's not my fault. They fucking addicts. But anyways, let's get into it, man. Let's see what this dude has to say.
I'm saying, please stop smoking in my crib. Please respect that. Y'all can literally go outside and smoke y'all weed in my backyard. I'm not trying to work with niggas who don't respect me. I don't give a fuck if you're Fivio foreign, Lil Tjay, or if you're like a Dell. It don't matter. If you don't respect what I do, I don't want to work with you.
Yeah, all you see list celebrities need to be on high alert. You are out of your damn mind thinking you can disrespect people like this. We live in a time where content
Facts.
creation and streaming has been taken more seriously. The doors have been wide open for a lot of people to take this as a viable career, turn it into something that's bigger and better than life, and honestly take over mainstream media as a whole. Think about it. The Breakfast Club is irrelevant. People aren't going onto the radio anymore. There's no more 106 in Park. There are less people watching TV than there were ever today. So where are people getting their entertainment from? That's right. They're watching your favorite streamer who's sitting at their desk, pooping up their drawers and having a filthy room, but living the life that a lot of these old, nasty journalists used to have. They're living their dreams and their realities. This is the new mainstream media. So when you have rappers like Lil Tjay of all people and Fivio Foreign, who is literally damn near LeBron James's age, I think that that's amazing that people don't know that he's almost LeBron James's age. But when you have those people get on a Plaqueboy Max's stream and disrespect it by smoking in the house, you just gotta shake their head because they don't know what they're doing with their careers.
Who's smoking? Who's smoking? Yo, TJ.
What's up? Who the
Yo, this a B&B. You can't smoke in here. This shit don't go off.
Oh, this shit.
Yeah, I appreciate you though. But yeah.
Yo, tell
So that's one time. He asked him to stop, and he said, "Believe." He said, "I appreciate you." He said, "You can't smoke in here. They ain't gonna go off. I appreciate you." That's one time. Keep count how many times he asked him nicely.
Like what is that? Right after Plaqueboy Max tells Lil Tjay stop smoking, he immediately puts the blunt in his mouth. And then the disrespect continues throughout the video.
Yo, bro. Yo, you can't smoke in here. This shit gonna go off. Like, please. I appreciate you.
Two times he said, "Please." The first time he said, "Appreciate you." Second time he said, "Please." Keep counting how many times he asked nicely, because apparently he didn't like the way he told him he couldn't smoke in his B&B.
Countless of times of Lil Tjay being told not to smoke, Fivio Foreign being told not to smoke. They just take the disrespect to a whole nother level. And what we saw on that stream that night made me know that these have to be like the dumbest people in the world. Literally right after Plaqueboy Max tells Lil Tjay to stop smoking in the B&B because the fire alarms go off. Like, they'll get kicked out. This will be on their name. It'll ruin their B&B reputation. Lil Tjay puts the blunt directly into his mouth, like the ultimate sign of disrespect. And throughout the night, they continue to do the same exact things after Max repeatedly gives his warning and ultimately tells them, like, yo, if this continues to happen, I'm gonna have to shut this shit down.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If niggas smoking here, I'm gonna have to shut this bitch down. Like, the stream done.
I understand that. This shit is different. Y'all to the back. Backyard. No, I'm gonna go through.
It's in the back. Can you show them? Oh, they different?
Now, naturally, everybody's on the side of Plaqueboy Max and the collective. You're invited
as they should be
to your stream. This is your place where you make your own rules and you make your own bread. And hell, this is your career and lifestyle. If you set a certain rule or boundary, people are naturally going to have to follow it. And I'm glad he's setting those rules and boundaries because streaming has taken itself into a whole nother stratosphere, which means content is going into a whole nother level and people are doing stupid stuff day in and day out. So I applaud Max for having some sort of boundary. But it's these C-list celebrities who have the damn nerve to say the things that they say. Asian Doll literally
he keep calling them C-list celebrities, but they are. Oh, see right there, Asian doll, Asian brat, whatever her name is. Don't invite rappers if they can't smoke. It's an Airbnb. It's not my house. Even if it was my house, if I told you stop smoking, stop smoking. Simple rules, or just go outside. He told them they can go outside. Some people ain't got no manners, man.
He said, don't invite rappers to your house if they can't smoke in your house. Why do we have to entertain the idiots? Don't make yourself sound like you're some sort of victim in this situation.
I don't know why that niggas dipped. I think niggas was tight that they couldn't smoke, saying, why would you invite if you can't smoke? Or I don't tell you to stop streaming. Don't tell me to stop smoking. What, nigga? Smoking's your job? Like, this shit don't make no sense. Nigga, streaming, this is my passion, my purpose. What do you mean tell me stop streaming in my own crib?
And it's funny to me that this is coming from these sorts of levels of rappers or entertainers, because this has got to be like bottom tier. Lil Tjay hasn't been popping, and Fivio hasn't been popping since Pop Smoke died. The only reason why Asian Doll is even popping post King Von's death is because he's known as King Von's ex. But they have the nerve to do these most disrespectful things or say the stupidest shit on the internet from, quite frankly, platforms that still even bother to entertain them. Not only are they disrespectful to the venues and their teams.
The reactions to this is why rappers are always late to shows, disrespect anyone working for their venues, and their label team, scam on fans. It's because fans will make every excuse for their behavior no matter how trash. And that's true. That's true, especially when they going towards the end of their career. Fans always make it be like, oh no, we gotta defend them. For instance, Nicki Minaj fans.
Not only do rappers show up late, not only do they disrespect fans, but now they're going onto these platforms that are literally their last hope for having any sort of semblance of a career and disrespecting them on there.
But if I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro, like I pulled up for Fivio. Playboy, Blackboy Max, no disrespect. I deadass didn't know you. I deadass never heard of you. I pulled up for Fivio, bro. Everywhere I go, I be smoking. I pay the fine. How much this shit cost, bro? Real shit, gang. How much this shit cost, bro? Whatever. You got this whole shit, gang. It's you. It's you, gang.
I was outside and I came across this Lil Tjay response video, and why can't they just admit that they did some weird shit and apologize? I don't know if it's a hypermasculinity type thing, but this is the most stupidest thing in the world. But let's say you didn't know who Blackboy Max was. That's cool. You were in somebody else's home, and I would think that the normal thing to do would be asking, hey, is it okay if I smoke in here? Or asking the person that you're there for, hey, can I smoke in this house? Now, to me, this is all
manners. That's what it all goes back to. It all goes back to having manners. You can't just go in somebody's house and just start smoking just because you're like, oh, everywhere I go, I smoke. This is somebody's home. This ain't even my home. I'm renting this place. So if they say, hey, no smoking, I gotta follow their rules. Simple.
Signs of crackhead behavior, but that's neither here nor there, because I would think that off top I would probably just smoke outside if I didn't know. I would just have a common level of decency. And here you go flashing money as if that's the answer to the problem. It's not about the money. It's about respecting somebody's space.
But I'm TJ, gang. I'm in New York. How you think I'm coming, bro? For me, I pay for that shit. Maybe one day we link up another day.
There's a level of entitlement in the entertainment industry.
He probably got like $1,000 in his hand
because they openly disrespect these people. But with Lil Tjay, Fivio Foreign, or Asian Doll, who shouldn't even be in this conversation, don't really realize is that you guys don't have the fandom. You guys don't have the star power. You aren't making the waves in which you did. A lot of y'all came to prominence because you were attached to somebody else in the first place. But second of all, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you people don't have the same motion as the streamers and content creators. That's why you need them, and it's clear.
I should have did an Airbnb not in Brooklyn.
True.
In New Jersey.
True.
I probably would have respected the rules if he was in New Jersey or something.
Look, Fivio might be joking in all this, but ultimately, this is the type of, I don't know, lack of self-awareness that has these streamers and rappers doing all these tours, ending up broke, being ultimately nobodies, and not having fan bases. Hell, this is why they can't sell out concerts on a regular basis. I'm being honest with y'all. Trust me, the only reason people are talking about y'all in the big 2025 is because of this. Nobody's going to be talking about you well past this, and if they do, it's because you did some other dumbass shit or you're baiting people. And Asian Doll, please find the next rapper's dick to sit on.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Well, I've got
hilarious. But nah, true. We're only in January. Like by mid-February, maybe even before then, people are gonna forgot all this happened. They just gonna be like, well, they probably won't forget because videos and stuff on the internet, but they probably just gonna be like, I mean, it happened. Cool. We moved past it. That was, y'all got y'all 15 minutes of fame or 15 minutes of audience. Congratulations. You did nothing with it but made yourself look bad. All three of you. And I didn't even know 504 was that fucking old. Damn.
got a news flash for all the streamers and the rappers that are coming up in today's society. Listen to me. This is a very important PSA. Streaming is the new mainstream media. Why do you think
That
all
it
these
is.
brands like McDonald's or Rainbow or T-Mobile are getting behind these streamers and backing them? Hell, why do you think that the biggest creators like Kevin Hart, like Drewski, like Tyler, like Offset are coming on to streams with Kai Cenat? Hell, John Cena was even on there. They know that this is the new wave of mainstream media. They know that this is the new Leno. They know that this is the new Jimmy Fallon, and they are respecting it with the utmost degree. And I know somebody's gonna say, Omar, this has been happening. Rappers have been going on these streams for a minute now. This isn't anything new. And I do gotta give a shout out to what Aiden Ross was doing back in the day with artists like Tory Lanez. But on a serious note, Aiden Ross having rappers like Lil Tjay, DDG, Tory Lanez, or whoever on the stream, let us know that this stream has the possibility to propel people into a whole nother stratosphere. After Tory Lanez was doing that stuff in combination with his COVID radio, whatever he was doing, his career took off. And then he did something crazy and he went to jail for it. But that's not neither here nor there. It's about the power of what these streamers can do for you.
20,000 damn bitches on the island. 20,000 damn bitches going private. She make it clap. I got the strap.
There's a whole generation of kids growing up on the internet. And I'm talking about in this information era where constantly ever-changing pieces of content are coming out and being put in their faces. No longer are they waiting for the 6 o'clock news to get their information. They are literally logging into Twitter, they are logging into TikTok, and they are tapping into their favorite streamer to even see what the president or president-elect or any of the nominees are doing on the stream. Aiden Ross literally had Trump, not a clone like some of these other content creators, but literally had ex-president or President-elect Trump come on the stream and give an addressing to the nation that ultimately helped sway how people voted.
The audience was very brave also, the fans, the people, and it's much more than MAGA. Although I think MAGA is almost everybody.
And just to add more credibility and validation to the point that I'm making that streaming is the new mainstream media and the way of the future, is that not only did Trump go on Aiden Ross's stream, but the person, Kamala Harris, who was running against Trump, had to rebut his performance on Aiden Ross. So she didn't turn to Charlemagne the God. She didn't turn to Joe Budden. She didn't turn to any of the quote-unquote liberal spaces in the mainstream media. There was literally conversations about her going to Kai Cenat, and everybody thought it was going to happen.
I remember that. He turned it down because he was like, I don't want to make my, my stuff all political and, stuff like that. Basically, like, he's like, I want to have fun with what I'm doing. Like, I don't want people to be, because how people move nowadays. People will try to like cancel him and stuff like that. They'll be like, oh, you're with Kamala? Oh, wow, we're going to stop supporting you and all that. So he was just like, listen, I'm just here to have fun and stream. Like, I don't want this to get political, which in my eyes was a pretty good move. He's still thriving and all that. He don't have people on his back like, oh, you remember when you had Kamala Harris?
I got the fucking Secret Service calling me 5 times. Nigga, I don't know goddamn shit about politics, my nigga. I don't know nothing. I don't know shit. I don't know not a goddamn thing, my nigga.
So
This man streaming in the U-Haul.
reality is
Yeah, that's
I
funny.
Show Speed, Aiden Ross, whoever is going live on Twitch, Kick, Rumble, has the potential of being the mainstream media. It's the way that this new generation is getting their content. And these C-list and G-list rappers don't even realize
G-list
that can
rappers.
happen when they ultimately go on these platforms. When we come to think about it, literally the two biggest rap songs right now, and I'm talking about when we look at the charts, are made based off of streaming. Like, they got their first appearances on stream. LiAngelo Ball seemingly revived his career from being the third
True,
Ball brother,
true.
which is crazy because he was second in order of birth. But he went from being the third Ball brother to renovating a sound in hip hop, and it all started off on a literal neon stream.
You ready for some hot shit?
Let's see.
Yeah.
That's a testament because right now I think that song is like number 8 on the Spotify charts. And you would think
Really?
Lil Tjay and Fivio Foreign, who literally have nothing going on right now but smoking weed, and I don't even really know what they're doing besides smoking weed. They're literally addicted to weed, that they couldn't put the weed down for 2 seconds or potentially just go out to the backyard. We got to talk about the weed epidemic. But you would think with Lil Tjay and Fivio Foreign being on Plackboy Max's stream that they would take this more seriously, seeing as how Plackboy Max literally just teamed up with DDG and made a song that is literally number #1
Yeah.
on Apple Music for the rap
Yeah.
charts.
I don't think the song would be as big as it was if it wasn't done on Max Stream. I want to personally give a shout out to Max. He changing the rap game and he don't even know. I know if I would have did the song on a different platform, it wouldn't be as big. He gonna be doing in the booths with niggas like Drake and shit.
I know a lot of the traditional rappers and
That's what's
artists
up.
and entertainers and hell, even the journalists like Elliot Wilson's old ass probably don't recognize what's going on. So they're just going to ultimately fill the space with hate. But we've got to realize that the streamers of today, the content creators of today are literally the new mainstream media. In order to keep your career on its up and ups, you have to go on Casanet. It's literally a staple now. It's like back in the day when you were an up and coming rapper and the biggest thing to do was go in the basement and rap with Big Tigger. Hell, it's like going on to Sway in the Morning and doing a freestyle, or being with DJ Funk Flex and doing a freestyle. If you had a Clue beat back in the day and you were able to drop a freestyle, it was a staple. And to be honest with you, I know it's going to be a crazy jump and people aren't going to want to accept it, but going in the booth with Max is going to be the same exact thing. Doing a stream with iShowSpeed is going to be the same exact thing. Appearing
True.
with the streamers and the content creators that you like and love now are going to be the same exact thing. It's going to be a rite of passage. And not saying that you have to completely conform to whatever they got going on. I honestly think that they bring a chill vibe to the space. It's more relaxed. It's not as uppity, and nobody's painting any bad narratives like those old publications used to do. But if it means putting the weed down for 2 seconds, then damn, put the weed down for 2 seconds.
Stay off the damn weed. And they don't.
Not the Stephen A.
Stupid.
Or you'll end up like Fivio Foreign, Lil Tjay, and Asian Doll. 3 people that I don't think any rappers aspire to be. Look, streaming is the new mainstream media. It's where the advertisers are. It's where the entertainers are. It's where the
True.
rappers are. And if you don't like it, you might as well lay down. Streaming and content creation are where the new ad placements are going to be. Think about it. It's cheaper, like Phantom said, to put your ads on somebody's stream by donating, super chatting, or whatever, than to do any sort of commercial. And it has the potential and very high likelihood to reach more eyes than it would in any other sense.
True.
If I'm
True.
a big ass company or corporation and I want to add placement, nigga, I'm gonna just start getting it. But like, if I'm like anybody with a brain, nigga, what, nigga, I'm finna, here's 20,000, cuz. You gotta say my name every time. Say 20,000 that I was gonna already spend on billboards in a random city or whatever. It's throw it on Con Stream, which everybody watching, right? Is that not tech? Come on, gang.
I can only imagine that one day we'll get to the point
That's smart. Oh, hold on. Let me finish the video.
where being on somebody's stream from a Doritos advertising perspective is going to rival being on the Super Bowl.
Okay. No, that's true. That's true. It is cheaper. You could just be like, hey, listen, we're gonna spend 20, 30, 40,000 on, billboards, commercials, stuff like that. We're gonna throw you half of that to put a logo on your stream, and every so often we want you to be like, hey guys, shout out to T-Mobile for sponsoring today's stream. Like, here's what here's a link, click on it, you can learn about the deal or whatever. So it is cheaper to just pay a streamer, like, because a lot of streamers are gonna take the money. 15, 20,000, who ain't gonna turn it down 15, 20,000 just to be like, hey, the stream is sponsored by T-Mobile, your stream is sponsored by McDonald's, so yeah, it is cheaper. But hey man, this is a good video, man. Shout out to Omeezy. I actually need to subscribe to this dude. I'm gonna subscribe to him now, because he do be putting in some pretty good content there. I subscribe. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody for watching, man. This may be the only reaction I do today. I do plan on probably streaming later on, so y'all probably catch me there. But to the next video, man, it's been it ain't been your boy Mello, but to the next video, catch y'all next time. Peace.